What's cooking, my people? My name is Cybleed, and welcome to another Death Battle reaction video. I'm sorry I missed out last week. For some odd reason, my PS4 just would not play the Death Battle when it came out. But hey, I still got it right. Spider-Girl won in the end. It was a lot closer than I initially anticipated, but you know, still we got the same results. So, as for this battle, then, I don't really care for Sanji or Lee. I'm not a big fan of either One Piece or Naruto, but I did watch One Piece when it was put on Netflix, so I got up to about the end of the Alabaster saga, or right when Robin joined the crew. And in that time, Sanji seemed pretty cool, so I don't know, I guess I'll vote for him. But either way, I won't be affected too much, so I guess let's just get into this.
BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode. We all have goals and want to be happy, but there's always just something in our lives preventing us from getting that, isn't there? Well, BetterHelp is here to assess your needs and help match you with your own licensed professional therapist. BetterHelp is available for clients worldwide.
That actually might be useful to me at some point.
And financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit BetterHelp.com/battle. That's Better H-E-L-P, and join over 500,000 people taking charge of their mental health with the help of a experienced professional. And as a special offer,
it takes a lot to admit you need help.
10% off your first month.
A lot of my family doesn't, so.
/battle.
Oh wow, they're actually pretty synced up this time.
There are so many heroes with crazy, over-the-top superpowers, but there's one class of character everyone respects: the master of the martial arts. Like Sanji, the suit shop of the Straw Hat Pirate searching for the
very true.
And Rock Lee,
that's the one character you don't want to mess with, the martial artist.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, that one was kind of cool.
Somewhere in the vast ocean is a seafaring land of science, the Kingdom of Germa. When the King of Germs decided to turn out some kids,
that is a very weird-looking man.
Kids into killer, emotionless super soldiers. What could go wrong? He forced his queen to undergo surgery that would enhance their children during pregnancy. Yeah, she wasn't much
That's
of a fan.
Messed up.
She took a drug meant to counteract the effects to hopefully ensure that at least one of her children was, you know, emotionally stable. A surprisingly low bar to aim for, but hey, good for her.
So that killed her?
While most of her children were violent sociopaths, one showed no signs of their shared superhuman genetics. This is
ain't that cute. Alright.
You didn't have a great childhood.
Black leg, Vince Smoke Son.
But he found peace in cooking for his mom. Well, until she died, and then he was thrown in a dungeon. Look,
what is wrong with this guy?
Fortunately, Sanji eventually escaped, thanks to some help from his sister, who I guess was slightly less of a sociopath, and made his way across the sea as a cook. Until he was shipwrecked and left marooned. Poor guy just can't catch a breeze.
Yeah, that's
Sanji found a new daddy in the form
quite messed up.
Leg Zeph, who trained him in his own martial arts. Black leg style. Wait, shouldn't that be red leg style? I'm confused. It's an art that focuses exclusively on kicks, which worked out swimmingly for Sanji. No, guns are my job. I don't need you.
Okay, we're caught up.
As a chef, Sanji firmly believes his hands have no place in a fight.
Now we're behind. Dang it, stupid ads.
Cooking, which is frankly wonderful etiquette. Even if his own life is in serious danger, he will not break this self-imposed rule.
I mean, what about the arms? He could have raised them up to protect.
Capoeira, Taekwondo, and every other martial art with high-flying footwork and mix them all up like a stew. And just like it,
I do have a video all about capoeira. I've been meaning to look up again, but I don't have enough room to.
Diable Jam, also known as the Devil Leg. By moving at incredibly high speeds, Sanji builds up friction between
observation
the air
and
and
armament.
until it literally catches
Raid
on
suit?
fire.
What's that?
To do so, he'd have to be moving his legs over 11,000 meters per second. Yeah, that move's pretty lit. Clearly, Sanji's super fast. He's quick enough to keep up with the pirate captain Luffy, who effortlessly dodged laser beams from a robot man bear guy. It's a long story. That's
unlike real life practitioners beams.
Very long
Explode on contact.
He has plenty of other skills. He can
So
hit
they
your
were
face
light
so
speed.
hard it makes you as handsome as that devil George Clooney. Oh, brother. Then he can start blasting a Danny DeVito you back to normal with another. And with the skywalk technique,
I just take the single one kick, please.
Flicking his heels so quickly, he creates dozens of miniature sonic booms beneath his feet. That is insane. Note to self.
But is it possible? No.
In fact, forget the other days. All days are now leg days. Sanji eventually found.
How's it going to work with Boomstick having a
Straw Hat Pirates? With them at his side, he began a hunt for the All Blue, a mythical location where every ocean in the world connects and all manner of sea life exists. A perfect spot for a chef of the sea. But just like all of us, he had to deal with his first and much crazier family at some point. And when he did, he got an upgrade. This is the Raid Suit, a miraculous outfit with hover boots.
That is cool looking.
For increased kicking power, and a snazzy cape. Conveniently, the suit is stored in an easy-to-carry canister that can be opened for a magical girl transformation, like so. Whoa, is this beer? Wait a minute.
Oh, they mixed them up. This ain't gonna be good.
I'm gonna either need to go to the bathroom or the hospital. While Sanji may not possess the superhuman ability of his siblings, he has learned something similar, yet entirely different. Hockey. Gesundheit. This power lets people push their body to new limits in a bunch of different ways. Like with armament hockey, he can make himself hard. Specifically to strengthen his limbs for ironclad defense and stronger attacks. However, Sanji's own speciality is Kenbun Choke, or observation hockey. With this, Sanji can detect the presence of others, including through walls. He can even predict future events,
that's
at
cool.
least to some extent. And hang it with the straw hats, let it
well, not explicitly stated, uses his own hockey dodge sneak attacks from
one of the deadliest swordsmen in the freaking world. And he can battle the marine Fujitora, who could summon meteors from the sky. The largest of which, when compared to the island of Dressrosa, appears to have a diameter of over 780 meters, and thus a kinetic energy of over 12 gigatons of TNT.
That's not good.
He fought a guy who could basically blow up a whole island in a snap, and then some.
Sanji's recent fights against Yonko commanders like Oven and compete with Admiral
Sanji sees himself as a gentleman.
Broke a pacifista's neck. Broke a pacifist's neck? What? That's horrible. Killed Luffy with a kick to the head. Blake's commander.
But even with the setbacks and a horrifying childhood,
I only got to impale, so.
One day he will surely discover the All Blue, and whatever else comes after that.
I really need to get OBS or some kind of download screen.
Appreciate it.
Or I can pause and stuff. Oh, okay, now we're. Oh.
This is it. Unleash the chains that bind you and take back the people's hearts.
Konoha, hidden in the leaves, is a land of phenomenal ninja. From Naruto to Sasuke to Kakashi, we've seen them show off their awesome talent on death metal before. But one ninja student sought to prove that talent wasn't.
Still wish Kakashi won that one. I like Naruto more than Star Wars.
But hard work.
Despite knowing it a bit better. Or at least as I like Kakashi more than Obi-Wan. Okay, rank Jonin, favorite food, spicy curry rice, pilaf, brown, bushy brows.
Essentially, Lee was born with a disability, unable to access the living chakra energies within his body the same way his peers could. But while this certainly made things difficult for him, he continued
well, he cannot use ninjutsu or genjutsu. He can still utilize his chakra to cling to surfaces along walls. Okay.
Stamped on his forehead. Hello, irony.
Is that literally what that means, prodigy?
Fortunately, he found inspiration in the form of a fellow bowl-cut individual.
Yeah, the teachers here are not good if they just let other kids bully them right in front of them.
Guy saw Lee's potential and trained him to master the art of taijutsu, a ninja's physical prowess using chakra, body, and mind. Though he's not going to be shooting fireballs or popping up clones of himself like the other guys, but he's going to learn how to punch harder than anyone. Actually, that's exactly the point of his martial art. Strong fist, a style that's all about shattering bone. Not just any ninja can master the form of strong fist. In the hands of a novice, it's a dangerous technique. One wrong move and you could accidentally break your own limbs. But Lee quickly got the hang of it and even learned some awesome moves, like this killer Asuna drop on steroids, the primary lotus. A technique so useful that many other ninja tried to copy it for themselves. What a bunch of cheaters. He's also got this.
It is a cool move, though. Asuna drop is my favorite move in Ninja Gaiden.
Incorrect as usual, Bill Stick. That was
dummy.
American censorship. Right, it wasn't a potion, it was sake. Somehow, Lee's susceptibility to alcohol turns him into an instant expert in the drunken fist, based on an actual martial art. Yo, Wiz, I've always wanted to try that style myself, and I'm not gonna lie, I've had a few. What's this?
I think his tolerance is too high at this point.
Correction. Real drunken boxers only emulate the movements of the inebriated. They're not actually, ow, 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 ow.
Okay, dang.
Piece of cake. Anyway,
well, I guess if we ever do get Wiz versus Boomstick, the death battle, that drunken boxing will be his
real-world Buddhist teachings of
in his forte.
Self to achieve enlightenment. But in Lee's case, it's opening a can of whoop-ass. Think of it like a horrible myth about humans using only one small part of their brain. Each open gate increases Lee's abilities in some way. For example, the first gate allows Lee to utilize 100% of his body's potential by removing inherent mental and physical inhibitions. The third gate lets him expend enough chakra all at once to perform his signature technique, the Hidden Lotus.
But that starts hurting him, right?
Even if they do wear him out. Thing is, the more gates you open, the more dangerous it gets.
Yeah.
But Lee wasn't afraid. By the age of 13, he could unlock 5 of the 8 gates. More than enough to keep up with the likes of Nash.
But he can't unlock them all, right?
He's
only Guy can?
Who's dodged light speed attacks. And when he opened the 6th gate, he used it to slice up a giant meteor. Comparing the scale of the meteor to Konoha's mountainside, and assuming Lee contributed his fair share to this group task, he must have produced a force equal to about 230 megatons of TNT. The average
I think that's still smaller than
megatons. So getting hit by 6'8" Lee is like having 50 nukes exploding in your face. Now, Lee has admittedly never used the last 2 gates. However, there are multiple claims that he's mastered them by adulthood. And frankly, as the successor to Might Guy, who did unlock all 8 gates, Lee should be comparable. Guy could make a blast the size of an island with the 7th gate.
Holy crap.
Go head-to-head with the ultimate big bad, Madara. This freak was packing more power.
I thought Kaguya was ultimate bad guy girl.
Pentaton explosion. That's way bigger than 50 nukes. Hell, the 8th gate can bend the fabric of space. Just one small problem.
It kills you.
The 8th gate puts an immense toll on the body. The moment you open it, you're essentially guaranteed your own death. Yeah, but who cares as long as you take your foe with you. Under Guy's training and with the help of his friends, Lee has shown that he is indeed a splendid ninja.
How sweet.
Though he never quite got the chance to prove himself against Neji. Well, according to the wisdom of Gammy Boomstick, one's dead and the other isn't, so I think I know who won. Pax Boomstick. Now the villagers
that is messed up.
Taijutsu, and with a kid of his very own, it seems Rock Lee's hard work really did pay off in the end.
Named his kid Metal. He's Rock and the next one's Metal. What's grandkid gonna be? Diamond?
Raw possibilities. But first, if you want some of Lee and Sanji's fiery determination in the sack, check out Blue Chew. This episode is brought to you by
They'll need it. So, stupid me just realized in editing that I had tilted the mirror way too far back and you could barely see the screen of my computer, so you could barely see the fight. So, yeah, I had to redo it. So, yeah, now the mirror is getting its own freaking chair. Alright then, so take two, here we go. Okay. Here we go again.
I refuse to eat this. It's far too mild. Lacking in the fiery youth of true spicy curry. Mild.
So what? Put hot sauce on it.
Perfectly balanced curry around. I see your fighting skills match your skill in cooking.
Dude, I mean, come on, he's feeding you. Don't be an a-hole.
Show your chef some respect.
Yeah, exactly.
Respect? I'm a paying customer, and that curry was awful.
He can't handle his booze.
Like that.
Pathetic.
Look at me like that.
Oh. That's rough. So yeah, I definitely thought that the observation hockey would give him an edge. I didn't think it'd be enough of an edge at first, considering the whole however many petatons thing, but then, well, we'll see.
Eaters are the worst. Why is everything so loud? Big gate! Open!
I'm surprised he ain't got a hangover.
Six gate of you! Open!
I mean, you just opened the fifth gate, isn't it a bit soon?
Open!
Oh well. That is still a real cool suit. That face does not look right on that body. Oh. I think that's a dead person right there with a ribcage shattered.
I will never give up! 8 gate of death! Open!
I mean, if it's never confirmed he can use it, then isn't it a bit sus to give him that ability? I thought it was over at this point.
Finish your food. I'm making you cough up whatever you've already eaten. Anti-matter!
Yep, then I also forgot about the armament hockey, so dang. That was rough.
Looks like mild suited you best. My dish is too spicy for you.
Might be a bit tough to work with the
Well,
broken leg, though.
I guess Lee can finally have that bout with Neji now.
Given Lee's year.
Okay, now we can go back to the other one. See you there.
Well, I guess Lee can finally have that bout with Neji now.
Given Lee's years of experience and the power of the 8 gates, he definitely kept Sanji on his toes.
Yeah.
But Sanji was no slouch himself, and
Well, I
like
won.
has trained all of his life.
With his speed and observation hockey, he handled even the unpredictable drunken fist.
Oh,
And while the
I was
7
right.
gate meant Lee could probably blow up an island, that's not as big as the meteors the Straw Hats could handle.
Simply put, Lee had only one somewhat reliable method of a possible victory: the 8 gate. A suicide move he's never actually used before.
Oh.
Not really the best argument for a win on its own.
But gate number 8 could can take on Madara. Sanji's tough, yeah, but he's definitely not on that guy's level. A couple big hits from the 8th gate and Sanji's nothing but pace. So, what gives?
Well, Lee would have to hit him first. While Sanji's power may not compare to the 8th
For
gate,
comparison,
his
6
is
speed
far beyond.
Naruto.
Recall when his
Only
rubber
barely
rabble
dodged.
rouser
Okay.
Luffy,
Yeah.
very
Okay, that makes
patiently waited
sense.
for a light speed laser to reach him before dodging it. To pull this off, Luffy would have had to move 13 times faster than light.
Sanji can regularly keep up with Luffy, and this was before he even got his super fast raid suit.
Don't get us wrong, the power of the 8th gate is incredible. If we were to run this fight 100 more rounds, Lee would surely land a winning blow with it a few times.
But more often than not, Sanji's speed is pulling this one off.
Given his speed,
Okay, that makes
raid suits,
sense.
observation hockey, and his fiery footwork, Sanji had everything he needed to outlast Lee's youthful determination.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the armament
Yes, you
thing.
could say he had a leg up on Rock Lee and over Fist. Or I guess foot over Fist, but you get it.
The winner is Sanji.
Alright. And who's next?
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. Come back next week to see previews of our upcoming matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, click the boxes right around here, and you can always pick up some TV merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
Who we got? That's not helpful. Oh, they're actually doing it. Okay, season finale. Alright then. Okay, so that was a very impressive fight, and I guess, I got it right, so I'm happy. Again, I thought he had it won with the whole 8 gates thing, but speed is definitely a bigger factor than power more often than not in these death battles, so Sanji had the speed, so he won. And next time, Hulk versus Broly, I think I'm rooting for the Hulk. I like Marvel better than Dragon Ball, and Hulk has destroyed multiple planets with physical power, while Broly still, he has the power to destroy planets, yeah, but he does it with giant energy beams, not his pure physical strength. So that's where I stand on that one. But thank you all so much for watching. If you like this and want to see more, go ahead and slash that subscribe button. If you like this video, give a quick cut to the like button. Leave a comment down below. Share it around with all your friends. And be sure to follow me on Facebook. Then I'll see you in the next video. But until then, my people, stay sharp.